Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server admin tutorial or a bucket plugin tutorial. If you're joining me for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button in the gibbles below or somewhere, because I do these every week. If you have a suggestion of one you'd like me to do, feel free to comment that in the gibbles or the comments for you new people below, and I will capture those, give you a shout out when I get to it. Like this week is brought to you by the Shadow Gamer, Boxer Plays MC, Jacob Sellers, and EZPrestige. It's all caps, so you got to yell it, right? And this one is EZPrestige, made by Ryan M. Now, you might recognize that author name because he does Easy Ranks Lite, which is my favorite rank up plugin. And he does quite a few other really cool plugins. So you should like look around Spigot, because that's the primary one he works on. And he has a lot of really sweet plugins relating to prisons. So that's pretty cool. This one is compatible with Easy Ranks Lite, and it should work with any other rank up plugin. It kind of depends on the rank up plugin. It works best with Easy Ranks Lite. So anyway, what it does is it allows players to prestige or go back through the prison system so that they can get like a cool tag on the front of their name. So on a side note of that, you could maybe use this in kind of a weird way to allow players to have a second prefix before them. I'll let you guys figure that one out. It'll make sense when we get to the Prestige's config file. So anyway, obviously this one requires Vault. It requires a permissions plugin, an economy plugin, and a rank up plugin. Now, this one works with PEX right out of the bat. You can get it to work with Group Manager. However, I've noticed, especially with Easy Rank Lite, that Group Manager is kind of picky, especially when you start using multiple worlds and stuff, and you might get like an internal error when you do a rank up or a prestige if you're using Group Manager and you haven't set it up to be manu add username and then the world at the end of it. I'm going off the camera. This not a whole lot of space, but anyway. So there we go. The permissions, really short and sweet. It's pretty much up and ready to go out of the box. You have an EZPrestige.admin, and that gives the users reload and version. So you really you don't even need to do that for your mods. Maybe, I don't know. It does have chat integration, like I just mentioned, where it will put a prestige at the beginning of the username. It works, or is verified to work with Essentials Chat. If you're using a different chat plugin, just put a squirrely brackets prestige before the prefix with whatever chat plugin you're using. So I'll put a screenshot of what your Essentials plugin should look like right here. With that being said, you can download this demo server. Link goes in the Gibbles description for you new people. So how does this work? So basically what it does, we got to turn off that, is it puts that one, this is what we're talking about, that one right in front of the rank. And then if you get to the end rank, which in this test scenario is D, just because it's only 4 ranks, it's really quick and easy to do. Then you can do prestige, but what you want to do first is do prestiges, and it's going to bring up a GUI to show you your current prestige that you're on, which is in yellow, your next prestige, which is in gray, and then the prestige unlocks. Now you can customize the way those look. I'll show you guys that when we get to the config file in a moment. First, I'm going to show you guys how it works. So you do prestige, and then it asks, do you really want a prestige? It's going to cost you $1,000. Prestige. Yep. Okay, there we go. So now when I type in the chat, I am rank A and prestige 2. So I've started over because the base rank is A and all that. And now you can see the scoreboard updated with Easy Rank Lights. It was really cool. Side note, shout out to the author. Would be kind of cool, and it might be there, I just didn't look, to put the current prestige over here in the scoreboard. It could be there. I didn't look. If it is, I'll annotate it anyway. There's really not much you can do for configuring this in the game, so let's hop over to the config file and I'll show you guys how it works. Alright, so here we are in our plugins folder. We go to EZPrestige. We get these 2 files that are created when it starts, and we're going to look at the config file first. Now this one, you can config some basic things as well as the GUI in here. Now you set your prestige rank. This is the group that that people can prestige at. So you want to, if you have free or Z or whatever it is, put that in there. And it might be case sensitive, so make sure you got the same case, all that. Confirm to prestige, so it asks them, I have that set to true, chat integration true. Now, if you change that to false, you need to restart your server before it will show up. Doing a reload doesn't reload the chat integration. So then here's the GUI, as we were talking about. This is the setup that we saw in that. It doesn't look like you can change which slot it shows in. It just shows in order. But we have the completed prestige, current prestige, next prestige, and then it shows the lore, and then you have your cost variable, which is really nice. And then you can modify any messages that you want in there, which is pretty sweet. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the config. There's really not a whole lot to go over in the config. It's straightforward. You just need to modify that prestige rank, and if you want it to confirm, and if you want to enable chat integration. So let's hop over to prestiges.yml. Now this is where a lot of the meat of the setup goes. Now you can have an infinite number of prestiges if you want, and by default it just starts with this 1. So this needs to be there. This is the prestige name. So if you want to come up with a really cool name system of your prestige rather than prestige 1, 2, and 3, whatever, that's where you would put it, right in here. Now prestige, this one has to be numbered in numerical order. This is how the plugin knows which prestige comes before the next, and all that stuff. And then we have our cost to prestige that, the display tag, and you can modify that to be anything you want it to be. And then the commands. Now this is where, if you're using Group Manager, this is what you need to modify. Like I said, by default it uses PEX, so you'd have to modify this to be G manu add, and then the default group, and then the world name. Okay, yep, got that. All right, now here's an interesting section of this, and it's critical for this plugin to work. The way the plugin works is it checks the user's permissions and sees if they have this permission. So if they have this permission, then it knows to give them that prefix, and it knows what prestige they're in. So it has to add this permission node that correlates with this. So pretty simple, that kind of stuff. And then you got easy message, easy broadcast. Now with those being in there, it does relate to, I believe, the message, the commands that have easy ranks. So you could do like easy effect and have a bunch of different effects that go off when the person prestiges. You can also have it run like a spawn command, so it'll teleport them back to the beginning of the prison or a specific warp, whatever you want. That's really cool. Now some of the variables that you can use in these commands is the cost, balance, prestige, display tag, prestige rank, and rank. So you can have a whole lot of fun with setting up these custom commands. So like I said, I set up 2 more, prestige 2 and 3, and you could see those in the next and the unavailable rank. I'm getting off the camera again. So that's all this plugin is. It's super nice, and it really gives you like some really cool different things with your prison server. So let's hop back into the game real quick. Okay, so that's all we got for you today. Hopefully that was helpful. This is a really nice plugin, very well done by Ryan, and is really cool. Could be a sweet addition to a prison server, or if you come up with anything else. Like I said, you could use it to just add another prefix to your chats. It's by just giving those people that have the second prefix that easy prestige permission node. Then the chat would know to put that in there. So you could just use it there, and don't tell anybody about the prestige stuff. So yeah, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, any plugin suggestions, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so this is Cos from McFriends reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless. Okay. The drawer. Nip. I tried to jump. Guys. I tried to jump and turn around and like shoot at something. Like 360.